everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bites. I'm Clifton, and welcome to another Thursday night live stream. We have some very special guests joining us here in just a little bit from Bourbon Charity. I've had them on before, or I've had the charity on before, so it's really awesome that they are doing a Support Our Troops fundraiser this Labor Day weekend. So I will bring them on in just a second, but first of all, I got to give some shout outs to the amazing mods that I already see here in the chat. What's up, Brandon and Donnie? Hope you guys are doing well. I also see some patrons, some Byte Club members. Thank you all so much for showing up tonight. I know there's a few other channels that are live still. I know Jason's doing a barrel pick, which is really exciting. So hopefully maybe those people come over after. We'll see, or if they're watching the replay. Lots of good info here tonight about this fundraiser that they're doing. I have lots and lots of info down in the description. So make sure to check that out, whether you're watching the replay or you're watching this live, including a link to the actual giveaway for this fundraiser. So like I said, it's going to be a fun night. I'm actually going to have some special guests even later on in the evening. I'm actually inviting on a bunch of service members and veterans from the Whiskey Tube community. So I hope to see a few faces, familiar faces that you guys may know, some you may not know. So they all have the link. If you guys know someone that, you know, is a service member, please shoot me a message on Discord or Instagram or whatever. If they're able to join, I'm happy to send them the link. I've sent a few to a few members. Some of y'all, like I said, y'all may know some of them, but it's going to be a fun way to end the evening. But first, let me please bring on our amazing guests. Please welcome Samantha and Brandon from Bourbon Charity. Welcome, guys.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for coming on. I'm so excited to have Bourbon Charity back on the channel. It's been about 6 months. You guys did a fundraiser in February for Valentine's Day. So it was just a lot of fun. I had Brandon, who is the, I guess the founder of Brandon Hunt, correct? That's the founder, not this Brandon. Just want to clarify. I was like, he looks a little different, but no. So you guys, so Samantha, you are you said you've just been there, a few months, the new executive director of Bourbon Charity. So tell us a little bit about that. And then Brandon, tell us about, what your role is there.
Yes. Well, hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. And I came on about 2.5 months ago as the executive director. And my role is a lot of behind the scenes. I manage our social media accounts. I do manage our shipments. So all of the outgoing orders that we get from merchandise and whatnot. And then our Bourbon Hood members, as soon as we get new members, we also send out a little welcome gift to them. So I manage that, as well as just kind of making new connections, networking, doing podcasts, trying to get our word out there. So it's been really fun so far.
That's awesome. How about you, Brandon?
You know what? When charity started in 2019, started in March of 2019, and I stumbled across it on Instagram, and I sent Brandon a direct message and just said, "Hey, how can I help?" And he's like, "Hey, here's the fundraiser that we're doing. You can buy tickets and support the cause." And I was like, "Well, no, I want to help." I was looking for a charity to volunteer with. And so I just started volunteering about a month after they started, and just kind of been with it since.
That's awesome. So I didn't realize that they were so new. I thought it maybe had been around for a while. So you said February of 2019 is when it started, or
March of 2019.
Yep. Awesome. So you guys started out, you guys were doing some in-person events to start with, and you guys kind of transitioned into online, or I know you guys have a golfing thing coming up. So you guys do kind of a blend of both. You do both online fundraisers and in-person events, correct?
We actually just through COVID and everything, we have only done like the virtual fundraising events. And right now we're exploring options for some local events, possibly like smaller events. But then, yes, we have our inaugural golf event. That's in November. We're so excited about that happening. So it will be here in Arizona, and we're looking at getting some celebrities, former NFL players, and it's going to be great. It's going to be really exciting.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Well, this fundraiser is just running through this weekend. So this is your Support Our Troops fundraiser. Tell us a little bit about, what was the inspiration behind that? Is it a personal connection, or, what was the reason to focus on this for this time of year?
So our fundraisers that we do are major ones. We have 5 of them per year, and this one just so happened to be around Labor Day. And we thought, why not honor those people who have served and are serving currently, just around Labor Day, and kind of the meaning behind Labor Day. We also plan our events kind of every other month, just to kind of give, everybody a break. So we have events every couple months. So it kind of it falls right after our Father's Day one in June there. And so this kind of just naturally is the next one before our Thanksgiving event.
Very cool. Well, like I said earlier on, there's a link in the chat below or in the description below where you guys can learn about the actual giveaway. You can buy tickets to enter. You guys are giving away some really awesome bottles. I know you said the sponsor of the event is Beam Suntory, but you guys also have some awesome bottles from so many other distilleries. You guys definitely go check that out. I see you got our first super chat. Swan says first super chat, great cause. Let me be the first of many. So I do encourage you guys, if you guys do want to give, please go to the link below, down below. First of all, you get a chance to win some awesome bourbon, but also it goes to an amazing cause. By the way, I'm seeing some people pop in from Facebook. I see Billy, who is actually a service member, or I'm not sure if he's retired at the moment, but Billy, thank you for tuning in. I'm testing out the Facebook thing. So if you guys are on Facebook, feel free to chat. I know I'm looking at both the chats on my screen, so feel free to chime in wherever you're watching tonight. But yeah, so these bottles, like I said, Beam Suntory, we had a bunch of Jim Beam products that we're going to drink along tonight. So hopefully you guys watching have some Jim Beam products. I'm sure you do. You guys watch me. You know I love Jim Beam. So I actually poured, my first one that I have is Legent, which is their collaboration with Beam and Suntory. It's blended by, of course, the Suntory Master Blender, but it's still Jim Beam distillate. So what are you guys drinking on? You guys had something poured too, right?
Yes.
I poured her some Little Book 2.
Oh, nice.
Slowly been working on here. And then I just pulled some Baker's Single Barrel.
Very cool. Yeah, I thought I had Little Book to drink along with you guys, but I finished it. So I've been trying to find the one that came out this year. No luck yet, but I love Little Book 3. That was that bottle I drank very slowly because I really enjoyed it. But
I'm with you.
So are you guys typically like what bourbons do you typically gravitate towards just when you're just drinking on your own? Like I said, I'm a big of a Jim Beam fanboy, so I have like everything then. But like other distilleries that you guys like that you maybe prefer?
I mean, I'm all over the place. I typically don't drink two of the same. I don't have two of the same pours in a row most of the time.
Same here. Yeah,
I hop around every glass, and I don't know. Like I thought, I have my fair share of a lot of the bigger distilleries. But, I have a lot of these like small, new and up and comers. Like I have a ton of Beam stuff. I have a ton of turkey stuff.
Oh yeah.
Of course,
you fit it right in with these guys here. They're bits of turkey fanboys.
I realized how much Russell's Reserve I had when I was.
Oh man, and you know what? I told Stephanie. I actually, or sorry, not Stephanie. Sorry, Samantha. My bad. Wow, that was bad. I have your name hidden. The one time I have your name hidden, I'm like, oh man, I messed that up.
You're all good.
I actually thought I didn't have a Russell's, but I had an older bottle of it that was kind of hidden in the back. I'm like, man, but it's all good. We got plenty of Jim Beam here tonight. Thank you, Stephen, by the way, for this super chat, which covered my screen, which made me mess that up. So. I see Bourbon Noob is in the house. Hopefully Bourbon Noob is, and that's my friend Patrick. He's hopefully going to join us later on. He's actually in the military as well. He's in the Air Force. So thank you, Patrick, not only for your service, but hopefully coming on later too. We're going to be seeing a lot of that tonight. So like I said, I'm inviting also Independent Joe as well, is also a service member or retired service member. So yes, hopefully you guys will see them come on here in a bit later on tonight. I just thought this would be a fun stream to kind of just pay tribute, have a few pours with people. I think it's such a great cause. It's something that I'm very passionate about. I have a lot of family members that are, have served in the past. So I think it's such a really cool thing that you guys are doing. And like I said, if bourbon's involved, I'm always excited. So, so I guess let's talk a little bit about, before we get into the bottles that are actually being given away, let's talk a little bit about the different funds that you guys are, contributing towards. There's 5 different charities that are, these are going towards. Now, you guys, this is the biggest change since last time I had Brandon, the founder, on. You guys are now giving 100% of all donations are going towards the charities. Is that right? So, and you guys, I know you guys have had that for a goal for a long time. Tell us a little bit of how you got there.
Yes, it has been a goal of ours for quite a while, and we were at about 92%, I believe it was in February, and then our Father's Day fundraiser just allowed us to hit that 100% model and meet that goal, which is amazing, and really the heartbeat of the charity is our Bourbon Hood members, and that kind of allowed us to meet that model and give 100% of those funds. That just doesn't happen very often, and with all the overhead costs and everything that nonprofits have, and we've made it. So it's really, really awesome. And, we have our group of Bourbon Hood members, and they're our monthly donors. And so we have now over 650 monthly donors, from anywhere from $10 all the way on up. We've got some people that, and we have also offered some options, which is really neat, to people that have reached out to us that maybe they don't see the denomination on our website. So we can be flexible there if people have a different number in mind, but we offer 10 all the way on up, and you get perks that come along with it. And I think the community that our Bourbon Hood members it's so great. We have a Facebook group and Instagram group just for our Bourbon Hood members, along with special merchandise for those members. So, and then we also do giveaways throughout the year where Bourbon Hood members only can get the bottles, along with barrel picks too.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Actually, our friend Perry says he just donated through the link. Cheers to everyone, and thank you for sharing this with everyone. So thank you so much, Perry, for donating. You guys, like I said, the link is in the description below if you guys want to enter the giveaway. And I see you guys have already raised, I'm looking at the number now. You guys just launched this fundraiser, and you're already at $34,500. That's incredible. Mm-hmm. So the organization, I know you guys work with a couple of core foundations, including like the Breast Cancer Research and the Prostate Cancer Foundation. But for this specific giveaway, you're also working with 3 military-focused organizations, which I think is really cool. One of them was one that I was not aware of until I did a little bit of research. It's the Pat Tillman Foundation. So they, for those of you who don't know, they actually do scholarships for military members and veterans. They've raised a ton of money. They have like tons of facts. I was just scrolling on their website. They've raised over $20 million, and they have a 98% graduation rate of their scholars. That's so awesome. Do you know how you guys got started? I know, like I said, you're relatively new. Do you know how that partnership kind of started, or is it just something that Brandon was passionate about?
Yes. So actually what's really awesome about our charity is that we open up at the end of every calendar year to the community, and they are able to kind of have the power and vote on the charities that we give to throughout the year. And so our 5 major fundraising events, the charities have been chosen by our members. And so so we came up with a list, and they kind of ran with it, and that just happened to be one of them. And what's really neat too is that we're based here in Chandler, Arizona, and then the Pat Tillman Foundation is also tied here to Arizona too. So
very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's actually really cool that the people that are giving to you guys month to month, they actually have a say into which organizations they're passionate about and where the money goes. I think that's really an important thing. It's not like you guys are just picking them yourselves. I think that's so awesome, and especially that's something local to you guys. Are most people that are Bourbon Hood members, are they mostly local to the Arizona area, or are they like nationwide?
Everywhere.
Yeah, really? It's nationwide. Yeah. We actually had our statistics guy, I had him run some numbers for us last week, and it was really awesome to just see that we really have members in all of the states. Wow. And it's really cool. Arizona is definitely one of our higher donor states. However, it's just all over, and it's really cool. And that's what's neat about our Bourbon Hood group, is that we get to connect with people in a way that, obviously now you're somewhere else, but it's just, it's just neat to be able to connect with people all over. Like we know one of our members who his family had a baby last week, and you kind of get to know them on that personal level, which is really awesome too. It's not just monetary donation and that's it. The engagement on our group is really, really amazing, and they reach out and they want to do more than just our events. They want to help volunteer. What else can they do? So it's really neat.
That's awesome. Our friend Trev saying hi. Hopefully Trev can stop in later. He's also military service member. So thank you so much, Trev, for popping in. Hope to see you on hopefully later on tonight. If you're welcome to join us. Like I said, for those of you just now joining, I've seen a few people join in. We are going to invite on members of the WhiskeyTube community that are serving or have served in the military towards the end of the stream, and we're going to just drink a little with them, maybe have a couple pours, and let them, I guess, say a few things. So, yeah, that's awesome. So, of course, you guys work with other charities as well, including the Wounded Warrior Project and the DAV, which is another one that I was not super familiar with. So that's Disabled American Veterans. So lots of really great causes. I think that's causes that, a lot of people may not be familiar with, but they're familiar with the actual work that they're doing, if that makes sense. So that's really cool. So we have I'm looking at the list of bottles now. You guys have some awesome prizes here. So I'm seeing, and by the way, the thumbnail of the stream, if you guys clicked on it, hopefully you saw a bottle that you liked that brought you in to watch this stream, because you guys have like a big lineup. Not only, some stuff from Jim Beam, like you said, the little book, you said it's signed by Freddie No, correct?
Right.
Yes.
That's super exciting. Man, I want that. But you guys also have some items from the Van Winkle lineup. You have some Weller products. You have, wow, this is a fantastic group of prizes. And if you guys, like I said, the link in the description, it shows you all the prizes, all you can win. Now I do notice each item has get tickets below, but that's just in general, right? They're not for specific items.
Correct.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that was clear. So like I said, if you buy tickets, all the info is on the link for you to enter that. But yeah, they do a drawing. I think I watched you guys did Instagram Live, I think when I did the last one, you guys gave away the winners. So you guys can tune in. They put the link, or they put the date on their website for when they're doing the drawing. They're going to do that on the 10th of September. So make sure that the drawing closes though on the 6th of September. So what is that, end of this weekend, maybe a little into next week. So you guys have a little bit of time if you're watching the replay to get your entries in. But man, those are some incredible prizes. So which prize excites you guys the most looking at the lineup?
I'd probably like the sign bottle also.
That's always really cool.
I don't know. Like I'm a big Little Book fan.
Oh yeah. Did you try the I mentioned the one that came out this year, but there was one last year. I did not get a chance to try that one. I've heard that one's really interesting. It was the one that used like the brown rice.
Yes. You know what? It threw me off. At first, and I let it open up. I went back to it a week later, went back to it a week after that, and then it turned out really good.
Really?
Yeah, I just needed to let it sit for a little while. That initial drink just didn't do wonders for me. It was still good, but it was just different. But I like that. I like different whiskeys that, it's not just the same stuff that you're drinking all the time. Like you need a little something unique.
Absolutely. And I think, they have the Booker's line for their typical bourbon. Actually, I maybe might kill a Booker. My last of this is my 2019 04. So this is Beaten Biscuit. So I'm going to pour that one next. I'm always been like I said, I'm a little bit of a Jim Beam fanboy. They were one of the first whiskeys that I gravitated towards when I was first starting out. And then trying more and more, including like have you guys tried this one, the new 12-year Knob Creek?
I haven't tried that one.
Okay. Have you tried the cast strength one?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
I've heard so many good things about the cast strength 12-year. Actually, I think I may have been sent a sample from someone. I think maybe Brian Bernicki sent me that. So I need to dig for that one because I've heard that's incredible. But
I've got a little stockpile of some of the older 15-year picks that they're not really doing.
Oh yeah, I bought those up too when they were everywhere. At least in California, like I guess 2018, 2019, they were everywhere. Like the older Knob Creek picks. Now it's all the 9-year stuff, which it's still good. But it's not. It's not as special.
I see Whiskey Mountain. Oh, you just highlighted it.
That's our good friend Adriana. She has a really awesome channel. If you guys haven't checked out Whiskey Mountains, y'all go subscribe to her. She's so much fun. She does whiskey reviews, but she does them out in nature. So she goes on hikes and she brings whiskey with her. It's such a fun channel. So go. And she's also really big. She actually our last fundraiser thing that I've done on this channel, or is actually on her channel, we raised over $10,000 for Alzheimer's research because that's her passion. So she actually was one of the top donors, like I think in the whole organization because of her fundraiser that she did. So I think that's one thing I love about this, online whiskey community. We love giving back. We love, even if it's, a bigger cause like that, or even if it's one of our own, someone's in a car accident, needs to replace their truck. I'm thinking of my friend Wheels. He had a GoFundMe, man. We all gave to that. So I love the whiskey community. How about you guys? Do you guys get involved like with maybe local groups out there, in your area? Just, either with Bourbon Charity or just on your own? How is it out there in Arizona?
Yes, I think it's there are a ton of groups, that's for sure, out here. I know you're part of some of the tasting groups that are local, and those, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I mean,
guys?
I've got people that kind of in the same boat, if there's an emergency, or if there's something that, they have a cause that they want to donate to, we'll donate to them too. It's all about taking care of the community, your friends. I mean, some of these people you never have met in real life, but there's still a connection, and they've got your back, and you want to have theirs, and so it goes both ways.
Yeah, and I think I mean, I always say this. I don't know if it's necessarily true in general, but I always think that whiskey brings people together in ways that maybe they wouldn't be brought together if they didn't have whiskey. Maybe you get a little tipsy, you open up with someone, but you form some real bonds. I mean, some people I've cried with, probably after a few pours with bookers, but I just feel like I feel like it kind of, not only do you have a common passion and a common interest, but it kind of loosens you up a little bit, especially when you're someone like me that's super introverted. So like after a few pours, you get to really open up and get to make some amazing connections.
Sure.
That's very, very true. He would probably say the same about me.
So what's your background with whiskey? Like, how did you get into just becoming a whiskey drinker?
Myself or?
Both, either.
Well, I kind of am just getting my feet wet in it because I married into it, but then, he kind of has probably.
At least you have to buy it though, right? Like that's usually. my husband, he doesn't buy any of it, but he's gotten into it because I'm so into it.
Yeah.
I think that's why it just kind of rubs off on, I see all the bottles and everything. I mean, what you'd say you have more than. How many? More
than my fair share.
Yeah, it always hurts to count. Like you want to know, but you also don't want to know.
Yeah.
It was, but anyways, I have kind of started to just try all sorts, and I like old fashioned. That's kind of my go-to, I guess, mixed. He has introduced me to so many. Just try it. It's broadened my taste buds, but it's been really fun just getting to taste all these high priced and not so, just like all over the spectrum. And turns out I like I have expensive taste, but
there you go.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I keep giving her some, and in the beginning it was like, okay, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. And then I decided to pop open a Whistle Pig Magellan's. And I had her try that. And I said, what do you think? She's like, oh, I could sip on this. I'm like, oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, sure. Of course you love that. I actually, there's another channel here on YouTube. They call it I Whiskey, She Wines. So it's Sam and Bobby. So you guys are familiar with them. So she started out as a wine drinker, and he has made it a mission to turn her into a whiskey drinker. Now she can outdrink the hell out of me. Like she is just an amazing person. I mean, she's awesome. But when she first started out, man, she just made the funniest faces when she tried things. And then I think it was a similar situation. Bobby pulled out a very expensive, I think actually it was Whistle Pig too. It was like the $500 Boss Hog. And she's like, oh, I like that. And he's like, oh, of course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah.
That seems to be the case with multiple people then. That's crazy. I actually haven't had a chance to try that. I've tried some of Whistle Pig's more affordably priced things, but I've not tried that one.
Sure. I think their stuff is a little on the higher end price wise. The Boss Hogs are definitely notches above like their standard flagship stuff too. Not saying that it's not good at all, but like for me, the Boss Hogs just blow it out of the water.
Yeah, I'm so excited to try that. Holy crap. Sorry, I just saw a super chat come in. Scott says, for the people that are willing to put everything on the line so we can do things like this. Scott, thank you so much. Actually, I think I've decided. I think I know it's a little confusing. All of the proceeds I get from YouTube, from all the super chats tonight, I'm going to donate and buy tickets for myself. That way, because I know it's kind of confusing because it's like a fundraiser, like people are giving through super chats. I don't want to take that for myself. I want to give it back to you guys. So I'll put that out there if anyone does want to, do that rather than a giveaway that way. Because I mean, your credit card's already on YouTube or whatever anyway. So if you want to give that way, you can do that too. Either way, but if you want to enter for yourself, make sure to check out the link below. But thank you so much, Scott. I appreciate that. And that's going to be sent right back to these guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Scott.
Yes, thank you both. That's so generous of you. We appreciate it. It's going to a good cause, that's for sure.
Absolutely. By the way, I sent out a link to a few people that have served. You guys are welcome to join the StreamYard. I'll bring you in as you are here. So y'all are welcome to go ahead and join us now as we, drink a little bit more and maybe talk a little more. So just want to throw that out there if anyone's waiting till I said that to join it. So I guess tell us a little bit about the, after this, you guys are doing the golf fundraiser. I mean, that's that's kind of a big deal for you guys because it's like your first, is it the first in-person event in general? You guys have done? Oh, that's exciting. And what are the dates for that one?
It's going to be November 20th.
Okay. That's very cool. I'm not a golfer myself, but I imagine there's a lot of people that are whiskey drinkers that are really into that. So very cool. So how is that going to go? Is it going to be like a weekend? Is it like a one-day thing? What's planned so far for that? I know it's a good ways out, but.
Yes. Well, we had a meeting a couple weeks ago with the Boys and Girls Clubs here in the Valley, and everything is going to benefit them for that event. But the night before, we kind of are kicking it off with everybody who's coming in from out of town, and I'm just doing a little happy hour at Pitch in Scottsdale. And Pitch is just a restaurant bar, really, really nice. We actually had a whiskey event there this kind of outside of the charity, but a whiskey event there this weekend. And it was a really, really nice place to just hang out, super chill vibe. And we got to taste some nice bourbon. So there'll be some great bourbon at this event. They've got some great food going for at that night as well. And again, just a place for us all to kind of, hang out pregame before the actual day. And then on Saturday, we kick it off with golf. It starts at 9. And then it'll go until about 2. We are doing foursomes right now. We just opened it up as well to see just for singles. So hopefully we'll get a few more in there as well that might not be able to come up with that foursome and join in. Again, we're getting some NFL and possibly MLB players that might come. We're really excited about that piece. Just some celebrity presence, which will be super exciting.
Very cool. And I see a lot of people in the chat are donating. Donnie says he just donated. Scott said not trying to win anything, just giving to those that serve. And that's why I decided, Scott, I'm gonna donate myself all of the proceeds that I get from this as well. So Trev, it sounds like he's about to join us. He says someone pick my pour. Well, Trev, I mean, do you have any? I know you're kind of all over the place with your interests. I say pick something Jim Beam, but you're welcome to pick, whatever you want to grab. But yeah, I'd love to have you join us. And I see a lot of new faces here tonight. By the way, if y'all are just tuning in, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, make sure to not only follow these guys. I've linked to both of their Bourbon Charity page on Facebook. There's like a link to their page. On YouTube, it's down in the description below. Make sure to follow them on Facebook. Make sure to follow them. They're everywhere. You guys are on Instagram. I saw y'all posting on there. Make sure to give them a follow. And if you're new here to my channel and you want to follow as well, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Hopefully to do more giveaways and things like this. I love working with, charities, nonprofits. Like I mentioned earlier with Adriana, like that's something that's really important to me. No matter what the cause is, just the amount of support that this community can give is incredible.
That's very, very true. We have found too that, just in learning more about people and their backgrounds, whether it's military, whether it's a connection to kids, like for our Valentine's Day fundraiser, the Children's Hospital or whatnot, you can kind of reach a lot of hearts based on kind of what the theme is. And then just overall, we've just found that the whiskey community is just so giving and generous. It's truly amazing. It's kind of blown my heart away. That's what's been past couple.
Very cool. Well, we do have a couple guests that have popped in, so I'm going to go ahead and bring them on. Please welcome Patrick and Trev Wilson. What's up, guys?
Hey, good to see you guys. What is up?
So for those of you that don't know, I guess introduce yourselves, your involvement with the military, just so people that are in the chat know how you guys are involved.
All right, well, I'll go first. I'm Patrick. Been in the Air Force just over 20 years, and I like whiskey, so.
Perfect.
How about you, Trev?
So unlike Patrick, I actually did something in the military.
Oh gosh,
I was in the
this
Army.
is not what this stream is for.
No, Patrick, I freaking love you. I was in the Army. I was in the infantry. Did my one contract, wrecked my body, and I got out. And so yeah, I enjoyed a little infantry action, did my due diligence, and I got the heck out of Dodge.
There you go. But hey, your impact it still means a lot that you served in general. So thank you for that.
Thank you both for your service too.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So I'm just keeping up with the chat. It looks like Blake Anderson donated the other day. Love that more people are sharing. Great question coming in from Whiskey Mountain. She asked, what was the original cause that kicked off the group? I know you guys are both relatively new to it. Do you guys happen to know what launched Bourbon Charity? What was the main cause that, Brandon believed in?
So Brandon really had a few causes. I mean, the military thing, since we're kind of on that subject, his brother's in the military. So that's kind of how that came to fruition. And then his dad had prostate cancer. So that was another one of the big charities, the main 5 that initial year. And his dad was fighting for his life for a little bit, and he ended up beating the prostate cancer. So that was also another reason why that was in there. And then he had another friend, a little girl. She had tumors growing all over her body. So Children's Tumor Foundation was another big important cause for him too. So yeah, it was a lot of things culminating, and he just said, I have all this bourbon. Why not try to raise some money and give back?
And he was blown away, by kind of that thought, after having that thought and kind of opening it up to people. Now 2 years in, we've raised over $1.2 million.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Thank you. And it's kind of mind blowing, now it's just kind of taken off, and we've supported 26 different charities. We've helped build, wells in Africa for clean water, for charity water. And yeah, it's just been going, taken off. I mean, he kind of just started it as a business venture. And then from there, it's people haven't stopped drinking bourbon with COVID. So,
definitely have drank a lot more than before.
That's right.
So cool. Well, I know, Patrick, I wanted to shout you out for a minute. I know you have been actually doing a little bit of your own bit of fundraising. He's actually, well, I'll let you explain what you've done, but you did like an Amazon wish list because you were actually taking physical things over to so tell us.
So I'm an aircraft maintainer by trade. I don't work on airplanes anymore. I'm more on the management side, but with the Afghanistan stuff that's been going on the past couple weeks, the C-17 community has been overly busy with the airlift, and that's my community. And we sent people over to help out. They've been nonstop over there, right? So they out there, they created a wish list on Amazon. It sold out probably within an hour of being spread around Facebook, and they were told to stop asking for stuff to be sent out there to support the refugees and the maintainers and the air crews that are out there to keep them going, because it was bogging down the mail system. So I started having stuff sent here to my house, and I can just throw it on the airplanes as missions go out.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
Eric, you have part of your community in the chat. C-17 pilots are badass. I see Scott Tilton just became a Byte Club member, which is my YouTube channel membership. Thank you so much for that, Scott. If anyone else is curious and wants to support the channel, I feel weird promoting myself when we're talking about raising money for a cause. But if you do, for $1.99 a month, you can get access to some really cool emojis and things like that. So thank you so much, Scott. Welcome to the Byte Club. Very cool. So what are you guys drinking on now? I know you guys had the Bakers to start with. Did you guys want to pour something else? I'm drinking the Bookers now. It's so good.
I'm still working on mine. I'm almost ready for that next one.
Gotcha. What about you, Patrick and Trev? What are you guys drinking on?
So I just cracked open Tagalong batch.
Okay. Oh wow! What years or what?
That's the newest one. 21.
Oh okay. I have not had that one yet. How is it?
First crack, it's really good. I like it.
I was going to say something, but then what Patrick just said, I actually tried that tag-along batch this past weekend, and typically most of the Booker's batches I'm not the biggest fan of, but that one's pretty dang good. I will say that.
I saw
disappointed me.
One store had it, but they were charging like over $100 for it. I'm like, I'm not at the point where I want to pay over $100 for Booker's yet.
Still wouldn't do that. I don't care what it was.
Yeah. Oh, we have a new person joining us here. Please welcome Independent Joe. Welcome, Joe.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Joe.
Hi.
So,
What's
Joe,
up, Joe?
tell us about your experience with the military since you're actually you were one of the ones that I actually didn't know that are you a veteran? Is that what it is?
Yes, I served in the Marine Corps for just over 20 years. I say just over 20, but it's like a month over 20. It sounds long.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for your service. Someone else told me, I actually wasn't aware that you were, and someone's like, "Oh, Independent Joe, you got to invite him on." So, man, I'm happy to have you here.
I appreciate it. Appreciate the invite.
Yeah. So, what are you drinking on, Joe?
Well, I heard you guys were doing Jim Beam, so I pulled out a Little Book and a Knob Creek 12. Not the cast strength, but the Knob Creek 12. So.
Yeah, us peasants have to settle without the cast strength.
I was gonna say, Joe, man, 20 years. That's awesome. That's a long time to be eating crayons, man.
Yeah.
20 years in the Marine Corps eating really crayons, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. How many you think you've ate over the? It's a long time.
Let's see. It's like spaghetti when you put them on a plate. So, and I like spaghetti, so I guess at least twice a week, 3 times a week.
So the orange crayon's your favorite, is what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Big Vic in the chat said he just got his 500 tickets for the giveaway. Very cool. Thank you so much, Big Vic.
Thank you. Awesome.
Cheers, Big Vic.
Cheers.
Adriana says Trev's here to talk shit. I know, Trev. I invite you on the channel and you just shit talk everyone.
So, and Patrick and Joe can both attest to this for sure. We can talk crap amongst each other, but like if someone from the outside talked crap of any of us, it's like we would go from fighting each other to ganging up on that person as if we were just. It's like, we're all siblings, and you give your siblings hard time, but at the end of the day, I will kill for you. So that's how it is.
What are you drinking, Trev?
Well, Eric Thompson, right before I came in, I said someone pick what I drink, and he picked Maker's Mark 46 cask strength.
I need to get another bottle of that.
Everyone just picks me Maker's stuff. They just know that I'm a huge fanboy. So he did me a service.
I was gonna get the regular Bookers, but then I saw Trev was on, so I got the Little Book instead of the regular size.
Oh, nice. Which batch Little Book is that? We were talking about that earlier in the night.
This is the batch for Book 4, 2020.
Oh, okay, that's what we got. So yeah, I know Brandon said that he's tried that before. How do you like it, Joe?
Popping it.
Okay, well, there we go. We get a live uncorking here. Yeah, I've been wanting to try that one. I haven't seen it, and I've seen more of the new one than that one. But again, the place are charging a lot for it.
I'll send you a sample, Clifton.
Oh, thank you, Patrick.
You haven't tried this one?
Wait, which one? No, I haven't.
Okay. I'll get it to you.
Oh, that's true. So Joe's actually, we're gonna do something, work out something soon.
Yeah.
So, well, Smith and Brandon, what do you guys? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like we talked about the golf thing. I mean, you guys do 4 fundraisers a year, right?
5.
Okay. So, do you guys do the same? I meant to ask this earlier. Do you guys do the same causes each, every year, or does it change up every now and then?
So the theme kind of stays the same every year. We do it around Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving,
And the Derby.
and yes, the Kentucky Derby is our 5th one there, and then the charities, they always change every year just based on what the community votes on. And so that, again, just kind of makes us unique because our members and the community bourbon lovers, get to choose. We open it up to lots of different charities. The members come forward with the charities that they're most connected with, and then they get to vote. So that's really the cool thing about us.
I wanted to touch on that too. I know earlier it was said that I forget. I think you had mentioned, Clifton, the monthly donors get to decide, but it's not just the monthly donors. It's anybody who donates anything throughout the year. You'll get an email after the end of the year to help choose the charities for next year.
Gotcha. Okay.
Part of Bourbon Hood, you still get to help choose.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I need to look into, because I know the Bourbon Hood thing. I think you guys have grown significantly since last time. I like I said, you guys are finally up to the 100% that you're able to donate from all of your donations that you get. That's just incredible, because I know a lot of people that want to do something similar, they have to take a large shot, understandably so, for the administrative costs. But I mean, the fact that you guys can, every dollar that's donated goes directly to these charities is just so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we're super thankful for all of our Bourbon Hood members. I mean, we really couldn't be here without them.
Yeah.
So those of you that are on, or Patrick, Trev, Joe, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look at the link, but I want to know which of these bottles are you most interested in getting. I put the link down in the description on YouTube if you want to check it out. They have a lot of things, but I would be just as excited for that little book, the signed bottle that Brandon was talking about. Of course, there's some Old Rip, which is also great, and Van Winkle Rye, which, by the way, was my unicorn bottle for the longest time. I finally got a chance to try it, and it was fantastic.
Is that on your
Let me
Facebook
scour the list here real quick.
Yeah, I have to look.
That's on your Facebook page, Clifton?
Trying that one? No, it was actually at a random bar.
No. The list of bourbons on your Facebook page?
Oh yeah, so on the Facebook, I don't know if if you go to the Facebook page, there's a link in this live stream right now, so it's just down below. But if you're on YouTube, it's also in the description below. Or you can just go to, the link is give.bourboncharity.org/support our troops for anyone that's on a device where you can't see the. Here, I can put it on the screen. There we go. That's the list. So it shows the list of bottles that they're giving away. There's so many hitters here. It's hard to pick one that I want the most.
The question, what are you asking me, Clifton? Which one do I want to drink?
Or to win? Let's say you were in a giveaway.
If I win, I'm drinking it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, of course. Yes, Jeff. They're browsing the list.
Shoot, man. This is difficult. You know what? Let me just throw a curveball. Like everyone, you see that OFC and people are like, man, that's it. I'm going to throw a little wrench into things here. I kind of want that Smoke Wagon. Rare and limited.
I saw that. Yeah, what is it, is it a single barrel?
It's actually a rare and limited pick that one of our local restaurants out here did for us. Phoenix City Grill over in Phoenix. Our good friend of mine, good friend of the charities, Chef Micah. He went through, came up with this blend with Aaron from Smoke Wagon, and they bottled it. Micah went a little above and beyond with some of the bottles and had his own medals made to kind of have a play on the Smoke Wagon rare and limited medals that Aaron did himself. So it's just a limited run of these rare and limiteds.
That's awesome. Actually, I hadn't heard of the rare and limited labels. So that's actually really cool. I'm a big fan of Smoke Wagon. I have not had a chance to try some of their more rare and limited products.
Well,
but Uncut Unfiltered is pretty great.
I'm going to tell you right now, I've tried a sample of one of them, and it was so freaking good that I would pick. Okay, let's face it. If I won the OFC, that I would probably be crying like I would be crying like Joe, seeing a 64-pack of crayons. I'd be ecstatic. But
I don't cry. I get excited though.
I've tried the OFC though, and it would be cool to own it, but to drink it, it's not that Smoke Wagon. That made me feel good drinking it. So it's good stuff.
There you go. Blake says he didn't know that 100% went to charity. That's unreal. Just donated again. Congrats on all you do.
Thanks, Blake.
Thank you so much. It's amazing.
That's awesome. All right, Joe and Patrick, have y'all had a chance to look at the bottles that they're giving away?
I'm kind of in the same boat as Trevor. Like the OFC would be cool. just for the rarity. But I'm either looking at that little book or even that Knob Creek pick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I saw the Knob Creek pick. So that's the Knob Creek single barrel bourbon. Do you know the age on that one or no? Is that one of the older Knob Creeks or is it like a newer one?
I don't remember which one was in there. I see so many.
The green lining.
That one.
It says the Green Lining Institute.
Green Lining. Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually,
Yeah.
right here.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Give us a live review of it. Let us know how it is. I'm always a sucker for Knob Creek picks.
It was kind of a barrel rescue when COVID happened. There was a place locally in town that they couldn't take on all of their barrels, and so we picked it up, kind of saved it, and got it to some people who would still appreciate it. But it is a rye.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep, rye pick. Just
those are
7
good.
years. But yeah, phenomenal.
That's awesome.
What's the proof? Is that what's the proof on it?
Where are we at here?
I think those are 115, right?
Should be
Yeah,
115.
115.
Yeah.
Those are
some of those.
Those are freaking good.
They
Yeah.
really are. Yeah. I actually had another bottle. It was a similar situation out here. Our local store, K&L Wine and Spirits, did a similar thing where they got a bottle that was a charity bottle. I forget the exact name. I think it's Speed Rack, I believe. But it was also a Knob Creek rye, and that bottle is delicious. I want to highlight Scott's comment here. He says, "I do think this is the most supportive community I've come across in a long time. Pre-COVID, during COVID, post whatever. The Whiskey Tube community is one of the best things I've come across in years." Well, cheers to you, Scott. I completely agree with that.
Cheers, Scott.
I have something to add to that. I tried to comment something, and with me typing, I deleted my message, but I have something. I was replying to that specifically. Coming out of the military, this being military themed, it was weird. And, Patrick, he's still doing this. So maybe one of these days he'll get to see, but it's weird when you transition out and you're so programmed into, your day, every minute of your day is essentially on a schedule and it's ran it's controlled, and you get out in the real world. It's just weird. You're not around people 24/7. I'm not living with these people 24/7. It's weird. It's really, really weird. You almost feel out of place. Like I'm like, I do not belong here. This isn't right. But I would say this community to me was the first time kind of I feel welcomed. I feel, I would show up and people are excited to see you and they talk to you and it's like you just fit in. And I don't know. That's why I was so drawn to this community when I first got into it. It finally gave me like a sense of purpose. Like I have a sense of doing something else other than just, going to work, not interacting with my coworkers, coming home, just, I absolutely loved it. And it drew me in.
Yeah. And I have to agree.
The community is freaking amazing.
I have to agree with Trev. Other than here, he really belongs nowhere else. But I was looking at those bottles, and I was thinking the Baker's 13, and but then Trev did point out the smoke wagon, so I'd like to point it out and rub it in his face.
I was seeing messages from Bourbon. He says, somehow I did send an invite to Bobby from Bourbon Battalion. I'm sorry to hear they didn't get that. Sometimes my emails get sent to spam, and I guess it's because it's like a business email. So I'm so sorry, Bobby. I'll try to DM him the link real quick if he's able to pop on for the last 5 minutes or so. I'm so sorry. I definitely sent him that invite. But like I said, there's so many people that I didn't realize. Maybe some people in the chat, if you guys have served, please let us know, because I had no idea there's so many people out there that have in this community. I think that's incredible.
Yeah, I believe Eric had told you on the stream, and I guess he didn't email you, but he was in the Air National Guard or something like that. So
Yeah, I was because I asked him to. Yeah, I don't have his contact information, so there's a lot of. I'm sorry if I missed people to invite. I tried to gather as many email
No,
addresses.
you had let him know to email you, so it's his fault.
Oh, well. Well,
That
so-
just means you have to do another segment.
I guess so. I mean, hey, I'm happy to support the military in any ways possible. I mean, it's again a cause that's important to me. Most of, pretty much, yeah, all of my grandfathers did serve for a long time, so it's always been it's been in our family. We're not that we're a military family, but it's like my parents definitely were.
Yeah, I was just kidding, Eric. I know you were in the Army.
Yeah, I was about to say Eric was in U.S. Army, regular Army, not the Air National Guard.
Yeah, I know that. I was just
I'm
kidding.
coming to your defense, Eric.
I'm trying to send Bourbon Battalion the same, just in case he wants
I
to
love the
pop in.
banter, guys. It's fun.
Yeah, that's. I mean, these guys. I mean, some of these guys go live like every freaking night of the week. I feel like, and they're always on each other's streams. So, I love. I mean, the whiskey community is basically some of my best friends in general. So, all right, I sent Bourbon Battalion the link in case he wants to pop on for the last 5 minutes. But I looked at my sent folder and I did email him. So maybe it went to spam.
Let's get on here, Bourbon Battalion.
I mean, Bobby was a Marine too. I don't think he knows how. I don't think he's that smart
Technology.
to figure out
yeah.
email. You know, Bobby's about to pop in right now, guaranteed. I got him in.
Well, I guess question for the military people in there. Do you have a favorite memory from your time that you served? Is there anything that stands out as like your favorite memory?
You're gonna have to narrow that down, man.
Okay, I'm trying to make conversation while we wait on Bobby. Okay?
No, I know, but it's like, what kind of story you want? I guarantee you, between the three of us right here, we got about 1 million. But
okay.
We need help.
Favorite camaraderie moment. We've been talking all
military.
night about coming together and supporting each other. Is there anything like that sticks out?
Deployments. That's all your deployment is camaraderie and teaming up and just working together. Obviously, Air Force is a little different. We're not, in combat, but still working 14 hours a day. Just grinding and getting, these guys to where they need to go, in or out. So, seeing the effects of that is really. Just like these past 3 weeks, right? We airlifted 124,000 people in 13 days.
That's incredible.
So,
yeah, my daughter's stationed in Georgia at Moody Air Force Base.
Okay.
She's been in for a year now. I posted that on my Facebook, and just so proud of her to take on that challenge. And they are working them like 10 to 14-hour days, getting people their orders and getting them out there to help in the efforts of getting our people back. So I applaud everybody who serves. Doesn't matter what branch you are, or Trev.
All right, there he is. Okay, he made it. What's up, Bobby?
What's up, Clifton? Yeah, someone sent a message like, "Do you know about this?" I was like, "No."
I did check though. I may have went to your spam folder, so I apologize.
I checked everywhere. I was like, I don't see anything, but like I'm just smoking on the back deck, so let me know.
Well, thank you for coming out. Well, tell us about what you have in your description. Marine Corps. How long did you serve?
I served 5 years, but I'm a 5th generation Marine.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Scott
I'm
Pigsley
proud to do it.
says, cheers to y'all. Thank you for your service. Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring everyone on, because I think we're just a communal cheers to y'all. I know it's a cause that's important to Bourbon Charity. So I thought it'd be fun to, have everyone's faces here and join us for this stream. Well, I guess we should probably wrap up here, because I know you guys, it's getting late for some of you East Coasters. But Samantha and Brandon, thank y'all so much for coming on. Like I said, info is in the description below if you guys want to enter. It goes until the 6th. So make sure you get your entries in. Like I said, I'm going to donate all the super chat proceeds to that as well. And thank y'all for coming on, and thank all the rest of you guys for coming on too. I'm sorry it was a short thing for you, Bobby, but appreciate you stopping in. Samantha, any last words? You guys, where can people find you guys on the web?
Yes, bourboncharity.org. And thank you guys already for, everyone who has donated tonight. And Clifton, what you're doing also tonight for us is just amazing, donating everything. And if you do another segment, call us back.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah, you guys are welcome anytime you guys have a fundraiser coming up. I'm happy to support it. And I love being able to give back through these amazing people that are here with us tonight. So, well, thank y'all so much. Yes. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. People that are patrons of the channel, if you guys want to go over to the after party, we're about to kick that off. You guys are all welcome to the after party. If you guys aren't in my Discord, make sure you join. I'll invite you in tonight. But thank y'all so much, and thank you, Samantha and Brendan, again. Y'all are awesome. Y'all, but make sure you donate. Get your entries in before the 6th. So cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.